Hi there, vinyl community. Um, I don't know what to say. The whole Kappa thing, people have been talking about it. I don't know what's going to happen, so I just continue to make videos. Uh, Child friendly? I don't know. We'll see. Anyway, I got an update for you, and it's a couple of new records, a couple of record fair records, and a whole bunch of thrift store records. Start off with the new records. Um, this particular band that I'm going to show the first record of exists 25 years this year, and together with three of their major labels, not really major labels, but labels that have been important to their career, they decided to reissue their first three albums that have never ever been released on vinyl before. So that's good because I love this band. I have every vinyl release that they did, except for these three because they never were released on vinyl. The band in question is Deerhoof. This is the first of three reissues. One reissue is being shipped this way as we speak, so it should be here the week I'm recording this, which will probably be 2 weeks from, or 2 weeks before you see this, or something like that. I don't know. Anyway, this one is called Half Bird. Originally came out in 2001 on a label called Menlo Park, but this is on Joyful Noise, the reissue, and it's this beautiful split colored vinyl. So it's pink, reddish pink and yellow. The inside is beautiful as well. It's pink as well. Their first three albums, very experimental. I heard them online on Spotify a couple of years back because I wanted to hear them. They're not really my favorites, but they're freaking Deerhoof, so I had to pick this up. Also, new record, the new Cool Collective. This is Danse Danse. Came out a couple of weeks ago. Beautiful artwork. It's on a label called Docs. It's got printed inner sleeves with some write-up and information on who's playing. Simple black vinyl release. There's a download code as well in here. This is a good album. I've heard them do a lot better, but this is a decent to good album. Mixing sort of African jazz with Latin jazz, with jazz funk. It's in that vein. It's a little bit more of a dance beat underneath it at times, which I don't really dig. But overall, it's the new Cool Collective, and it's a decent album, and I wanted it. Okay, now, those are new vinyl releases. I went to a record fair as well. The big one, the biggest in the world, blah, 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 in Utrecht, which is in the center of my country. Yeah, we have the biggest record fair in the world, and vendors from all over the place are there. From the US, from Japan, from Brazil, from Sweden, England, Holland, obviously, Germany, Belgium, all over the world. And this is the second time I went that I thought it was terrible. What can I do? Maybe last time I went, I had a very sore foot, so that basically killed my joy. And this time, it was way too crowded, way too crowded. There were people standing in every stall, blocking every bin of records. So I didn't enjoy myself. I basically walked through it, saw a couple of bins that I wanted to check, found two records, and went home. That's how it goes. Years ago, I would have picked up about 20 or 30 records. Not anymore. Next year, who knows? I might not go, or I might go, but on the less busy day. There's 2 days. Oh well, you'll learn. picked up two records. First up, The Love Movement by A Tribe Called Quest. This is original pressing. I think original US pressing, yeah. It's a gatefold, but because it's got the hype sticker, I haven't opened the gatefold. It wasn't sealed, but oh well. There's a little gatefold action for you. It's the last album they did before their 2018 return, I believe. It's on Jive. Not too familiar with this album, but it's one of the harder to get albums. It hasn't been reissued yet. And I wanted it. And I saw it, and there were two copies. One at a different vendor who asked a ridiculous price, and then this one, which was a steep price, but I was willing to pay that. So I bought it. And the other one took off the seal of this one, or the wrapping shrink. This is House of Pain with Same As It Ever Was, original pressing, also from the US. And to be quite honest, this is my favorite House of Pain album. It's on Tommy Boy. This one has Back from the Dead. I'ma Swing It. Same as It Ever Was. Who's the Man? Classic, hard-hitting hip-hop here. Great album. Now, before I went to the record fair, I went to a thrift store in the same city, and I found more records than I did at the thrift store, than at the record fair. One more, so it's only three. But still, pretty happy with these. First up, this is Renaissance with Illusion. It's a gatefold. Gets described as art rock / prog rock. It's an original Pink Island. Just had to have it. It was a little more pricey than the other records, but still not insane. So I picked this up. We'll have to listen to that. Then I picked up Jeffrey Osborne with Emotional. Includes the hit single You Should Be Mine, the Woo Woo song. Don't know that one, to be quite honest. That's the back. It's got original printed inner sleeve, and it's on A&M Records. Some 80s R&B soul from 86. And the last record I picked up at that thrift store is Miguel Brown with Manpower. This one is on the French Career label, Career. And this is more of a disco boogie kind of record. Originally released on Record Shack. So it's probably even high energy. I'm throwing genres in here, people. So what that means is sort of up-tempo R&B, funk, boogie thing. Interesting. I got 4 more records that I picked up at the thrift store today. Interesting bunch. Let's just say I did okay. First up, George Benson. This is Living Inside Your Love from 1979. It's a double album, gatefold on Warner Brothers. It features, Ronnie Foster, Ralph McDonald, Earl Klug, Phil Upchurch, Stanley Banks. Got a lot of really cool stuff on there, cool artists. And I love George Benson, so love his guitar playing. Then an album that I'm really looking forward to. This is Hot Chocolate. It's one of their first, maybe their first, I don't know. It's called Cicero Park, and it's from 1974, originally on R.A.K. Records, but this is the US pressing on Big Tree. And I believe this is a lot more funky than their later 70s work. So I'm hoping this is funky. Let's just say that. The other stuff by Hot Chocolate, not a big fan of that. But this could be interesting. Also picked up this one. This is Norwood with I Can't Let You Go. We're talking 1987 here, so it should be sort of it can be kind of a good sound. It can be terrible. I have no idea. But there we have him, Norwood. It's on MCA Records. And as a PS, Whitney Houston, I love you. I have no clue why he did that. Anyway, last record I got for all you non-soul and funk interests, guys, girls, people. I got some classic blues rock for you. Rory Gallagher. This is Blueprint. And I have no clue what year this is from. Like, really no clue. It's not in the greatest shape. Really not in the greatest shape. But I paid $1 for it. I'm fine with that. Rory Gallagher from Taste. One of the more beloved blues rock guitar players. So really looking forward to this. It's on Polydor. I'm finishing off with that. Thank you for watching. Probably the update I'm going to do after this will be new vinyl only. Because I got a lot of records to pick up. And there's a bunch coming in the mail. And I might do some thrift in between. I don't know. But I'm thinking there's going to be a lot of new records next time. See you then. And don't let Kappa scare you yet. Just keep making videos and don't unsubscribe and don't leave YouTube. Because I sort of have a feeling that this is going to pass by. I don't know. We'll see. Take care and hopefully see you next time. Bye-bye.